The clock won't tell you when your priorities are wrong. Your regrets will. You don't drift into a good life. You budget your time like money and spend it on what lasts. A career is a tool. Don't let it become your identity. The raise you're chasing can't hug you back. Don't outrun gratitude. Say it while the chance is alive. Promotions don't visit hospital rooms. Friendships don't die. They starve. Feed them. A simple meal with family beats a fancy dinner with strangers. Saving $1 is easier than earning $2. Start before it hurts. Debt compounds stress faster than interest compounds wealth. If you don't schedule rest, your body will. The like button is not a love button. Someday is the most expensive word in English. If you can't say no, your yes is cheap. The apology you won't make becomes a story you can't fix. Your attention is rent. Stop letting junk live there for free. Money buys choices. Relationships buy time worth choosing. If you won't be proud to explain it to your kids, don't do it. Small kindnesses age well. Small grudges don't. What you measure grows, so measure what matters. Sleep is not a luxury item. Habits choose your life when you won't. If you keep the wrong company, you'll borrow their future. Distraction is a debt paid with your best years. Buy less impressive, buy more useful. The conversation you avoid becomes the life you tolerate. If you don't plan your money, marketing will. Success that costs your health is just a prettier failure. Call your parents. One day you'll dial out of habit and no one will answer. Boredom is where ideas are born. Stop smothering it. If you're always available, you're never present. Learn to repair before you replace things and people. Confidence comes from promises you keep to yourself. The future rewards the early, saving, learning, apologizing, forgiving. If you don't lift your eyes, you'll climb the wrong ladder faster. You won't remember most arguments, but you'll remember who showed up. Your body keeps the receipts for how you live. The quickest way to feel rich is to need less. Practice doesn't make perfect. It makes permanent. Choose wisely. Loneliness grows in the spaces you don't schedule for people. Don't let urgency bully importance. expectation is a thief dressed as ambition. A good question beats a quick answer. If it costs you your peace, it's overpriced. The longest project of your life is you. Invest monthly. Just this once builds the wrong kind of compound interest. Don't chase status you can't cash at a hospital bed. Your past explains you, it doesn't assign you. Be early to thank, late to judge. Missing your kid's game isn't fixed by buying better seats later. The silence after someone's gone is louder than any fight you had. Burnout doesn't announce itself, it just arrives as apathy. A good laugh is cheaper than therapy, but just as healing. Forgiveness feels like charity for others, but it's rent relief for your heart. The calendar is the real mirror. You are what you schedule. Working late doesn't mean working smart. You'll regret unspoken gratitude more than unearned criticism. Your comfort zone is a beautiful cage. Money reveals character. It doesn't create it. Attention is the new currency. Don't spend it like pennies. No one ever lies on their deathbed wishing they had scrolled more. Small talk builds bridges faster than silence builds walls. You don't notice the good old days until they've packed and left. Saving yourself comes before saving face. Nostalgia is proof you didn't savor enough in real time. A quick temper spends your credibility faster than cash. Gossip is a debt your reputation pays. Your phone owns more of you than your boss does. A marriage doesn't collapse in a day, it erodes in ignored moments. Comparison kills joy and starves progress. Fear of looking foolish keeps more people broke than bad luck. The worst addictions are socially acceptable. Generosity scales better than greed. Kids spell love as Time. If you can't be kind, be quiet. Self-respect is built payment by payment. Miss one and you start over. The clock isn't your enemy, your distractions are. Pride eats relationships for breakfast. If you outsource all your chores but not your friendships, you'll still feel poor. A secret kept too long turns into a story you can't share. Life subtracts people without warning. Say it while you can. Goals without deadlines are daydreams. Anger burns energy you can't invoice later. The cost of cheap choices compounds the fastest. Courage is often just hitting send. You can't binge sleep like Netflix. I'll start tomorrow buries more dreams than failure ever did. Nobody retires from being a parent. Health insurance won't cover regret. Excuses are free, but they cost everything. Debt makes you a prisoner in a house with invisible bars. Joy comes standard. Happiness is optional equipment. Complaining never paid a bill. If you're the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room. A cluttered room breeds a cluttered mind. A fight won by silence is a fight won twice. Momentum beats motivation every time. Friendships expire when they're not renewed. Success without meaning tastes like cardboard. Discipline is freedom in disguise. Your body isn't a machine. It's the only home you'll live in forever. Status symbols rust, values don't. The best way to feel young is to help someone older. If you won't invest in learning, you're gambling on luck. Marriages fail on ignored Tuesdays, not dramatic Fridays. The loudest room is rarely the wisest. Quitting the wrong thing is progress, not failure. Healing begins the moment you stop hiding. If you chase applause, you'll always need an audience. A walk outdoors is cheaper than medicine and sometimes stronger. Jealousy steals focus from your own race. No one remembers your resume at your funeral. Your environment beats willpower. Happiness is renting space in your mind to gratitude. The hardest person to forgive is yourself, but the rent is overdue. Overspending today is stealing from tomorrow. Retirement without hobbies is just unemployment. A healthy marriage is built in whispers, not shouts. The fastest way to lose freedom is to owe money. If you don't write your story, someone else will. Time heals, but only if you stop picking at the wound. Honesty is cheaper than keeping up with lies. If you're chasing perfection, you're running from progress. What you tolerate becomes your standard. Debt robs not just money, but dreams. The happiest people collect memories, not stuff. Rest is not lazy, it's strategy. A bad habit is a loan with predatory interest. Kindness compounds faster than cash. The loudest critics rarely buy tickets to your success. Growth feels like loss before it looks like gain. People won't remember your words, but they'll replay your tone. Love is spelled attention. A healthy friendship is two-way traffic. Fear is expensive rent for space you don't live in. If your calendar and values don't match, you're lying to yourself. Shortcuts cut more than time. One day, today will feel priceless. Spend it accordingly.